Preamble of the Indian Constitution. The preamble states the objectives and aims of the Constitution. It begins with the words, "We the people of India," showing that the people are the source of sovereignty. The 42nd Amendment Act of 1976 was the preamble more universal. So, socialistic principles and directive principles. The state must secure a social order for the welfare of the people. It must provide adequate means of livelihood and ensure equal pay for equal work for men and women. It must guarantee the right to work, education, and public assistance in case of unemployment, old age, and sickness. What is judicial review? What is judicial review? Judicial review means the power of the Supreme Court to check whether the laws made by Parliament or state legislature are according to the Constitution. It also checks the decision taken by the central and state governments. If any law or decision is against the Constitution, the Supreme Court declares it invalid through judicial review. State Executive. The state executive consists of the governor, the chief minister, and the state council of ministers. The chief minister is the head of the state executive. The governor appoints ministers on the advice of the chief minister. Article 153 to 167 of the Constitution explains the functions of the state executive. Appointment of the chief minister. According to Article 164, the governor appoints the chief minister. The leader of the majority party in the state legislative assembly is appointed as chief minister after elections. The normal tenure of the chief minister is 5 years. So write a brief note on the Sarkaria Commission. The Sarkaria Commission was set up on 9th June 1983 under Justice Ranjit Singh to review central state relations. It studies how the existing arrangements between the Union and states are working. The Commission submitted its report in October 1987 with 247 recommendations, out of which 179 were implemented. Mayor. The mayor is the political head of a municipal corporate and is elected by the councillors. He presides over monthly meetings of the corporate and supervises the administration. The mayor is responsible for sanitation, water supply, and street lighting in the city. Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly was elected by the people and originally had 389 members. It was responsible for framing the Constitution of India. Important members include Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and Sarojini Naidu. National Emergency. National emergency is declared by the President when the country or any part of it is threatened by war, external aggression, or armed rebellion. It must be approved by a two-thirds majority in both houses of parliament within 1 month. The emergency continues for 6 months and can be extended further with parliament's approval. During the period, most fundamental rights can be suspended except Article 20 and Article 21. Kula Sangha JAC, caste association known as Kula Sanghas, joined the Telangana Joint Action Committee during the movement. Various caste and occupational groups such as OBCs, Dalits, and Minorities participate to protect their livelihood and traditional occupations. Sri Krishna Committee Report 2010. The Sri Krishna Committee examined the Telangana issue and submitted its report in December 2010. It suggested various options including formation of Telangana Regional Council, division of Andhra Pradesh, or maintaining status quo. It recommended constitutional and statutory measures for Telangana's socio-economic development. Civil Disobedience Movement. The civil disobedience movement was launched by the Indian National Congress on 12th March 1930 under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji started this movement by breaking the salt laws and marched with 78 followers from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, covering 240 miles. This movement is also called the Salt Satyagraha and it awakened national consciousness across India. Minto-Morley Reforms Act. The act was introduced by Lord Minto and Viceroy and Lord Morley, the Secretary of State for India. It increases the strength of the Central Legislative Council from 16 to 60 members. It introduced the system of indirect elections. Right to equality. Article 14 to 18 of the Constitution guarantee the right to equality. Article 14 ensures equality before law and equal protection of laws. Article 15 prohibits discrimination on grounds of caste, religion, race, sex, or place of birth. Article 16 ensures equal opportunity in public employment. Article 17 abolishes untouchability and Article 18 prohibits title except military or academic. Composition of Union Council of Ministers. The Union Council of Ministers has three levels: Cabinet Minister, Ministry of State, and Deputy Ministers. Cabinet ministers are senior and experienced leaders who framed important policies and are appointed by the Prime Minister. Minister of State handle smaller ministries independently or assist cabinet ministers. Deputy ministers assist cabinet ministers and do not have independent charge. Constitutional emergency in a state. Constitutional emergency is declared when a state government cannot function according to constitution. The government reports to the president who can proclaim emergency with parliament's approval within 2 months. This emergency lasts for 6 months and can be extended up to 3 years with parliamentary approval. Four powers of Lok Sabha Speaker. The Speaker presides over all meetings of the Lok Sabha. He, decided, he decides on the admissibility of motions in the House. The Speaker also presides over all joint sessions of Parliament. He has the power to decide whether a bill is a money bill or not. Discretionary powers of the Governor. The Governor can dismiss the minister if necessary. He has the power to select the Chief Minister. The Governor can dissolve the Legislative Assembly. He can obtain information from the Chief Minister on administrative and legislative matters. The government can advise the President to impose President rule in the state. Composition of State Council of Ministers. Composition of State Council of Ministers. The State Council of Ministers consists of the Chief Minister, Cabinet Ministers, Ministry of State, Deputy Ministers, etc. The government appoints all ministers, including the chief minister. Union list. The Union list contains subjects on which the Parliament can make laws. It originally had 97 subjects and now has 98 subjects. Important subjects include banking, railways, defense, foreign affairs, income tax, currency, and atomic energy. Concurrent list. The concurrent list contains subjects like criminal law, marriage and divorce, contracts, and stamp duties. Most of the parliament and state legislature has the power to make laws on these subjects. There are currently 52 items in the concurrent list. Electoral photo identity card. EPIC is a voter identification number introduced in 1993 by Chief Election Commissioner T.N. Session. It helps prevent bogus voting by allowing only voters with this card to cast their vote. Coalition politics at national level. Several coalition governments were formed in India at the national level since 1977. The Janata Party in 1977, National Front in 1989 were early coalition of governments. Later coalition included the First Union Front 1996, like Gujarat government 1997, NDA led by Atal Vajpayee, and UPA led by Manmohan Singh. Characteristics of terrorism. Terrorism involves motivational violence to challenge the political and social order. It is anti-democratic, unlawful, and inhuman. Terrorism uses violence as a weapon of blackmail to highlight its demands. Telangana Agitation 1969. Telangana was an so, Characteristics of terrorism. Terrorism involves motivated violence to challenge the political and social order. It is anti-democratic, unlawful, and inhuman. Terrorism uses violence as a weapon of blackmail to highlight its demands. Telangana Agitation 1960. Telangana was an independent state from 1948 to 1956 before merging with Andhra to form Andhra Pradesh. This 1969 agitation arose due to unfulfilled promises and dissatisfaction with Andhra Pradesh governments.